Hey. Yeah. Don't you remember what the Lord your God said? If you forgive they sin, they are forgiven. If you retain they sin, they are forgiven. Yeah. Just another day, some different way with a new say. On some other day, sin a man commits a sin and think it done committed a win. Hating on they brother, mocking they faithful, hurting they neighbor, and of course laughing about it as they read it in the paper. But I tells you, son, you need to taper this here evil in your heart. Price of your head, son of God, short and dead ball. If you forgive they sin, they are forgiven. If you retain they sin, they are retained. Sin upon sin, unforgiveness for the win. Refuse to acknowledge they wrong. Double down on their sins like a bomb. Use their platform up upon the throne. Preaching in line and dying. Then they didn't do they fine. All because of the line and refusal to admit the truth of the heart, which reeked like an awful fart. They didn't do sorry for the wickedness of the mind. For the money they saw that they on the grind. If you forgive they sin, they are forgiven. If you retain they sin, they are retained. Now I say done in here, time for a new view. Approach and look low as you walk to the pew. Gaze upon God, upon the altar, and consider your ways. Last days, remember all they hurt and all the lies you done did, tries and all the harm you did do. Fall when you pepper they palm on their harm as you spread hurt and sexual immorality across the land like a traveling band, sending by you's own hand. One man, crooked band. If you forgive they sin, they are forgiven. If you retain they sin, they are retained. Now considering the grace of the heart, the Lord your God sure did talk. To her to him was a sin, but I tell you there is another way for the win. Approach the confessional booth, approach they priest and tell them the truth. Subdue that crooked hoof of a lie, which shall make you die. Confess your sins and shortcomings of this done here life and do not hold back all the awful things you done did do. Confessing to God through the priest is what you shall do. If you forgive they sin, they are forgiven. If you retain they sin, they are retained. Remembering this out of office of God and man, you committed in the days of pride and vain pursuit. Still recalling you acted when you dressed nice in that suit. Hoof man say done, don't give a hoot, and the pain of confessing your sins will be too much. But I done tells you in such line of God and man, and sinning against creation is just too much. Too much of what? Down in the rut, body dying and withering away because of a lie that you try to hide up really high and keep from the world so you remain in the dark. But I tell you, angels and demons see what you do, and when you die, all those people you knew will also see what you done did do. That is who. If you forgive they sin, they are forgiven. Yeah. If you retain they sin, they are retained. Hey. Now approach the confessional booth and done did do say, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. My ways and my wrongs I slipped into a dark den. The murder of a man, the adultery to a woman, the stealing of an innocence, the blasphemy and stripping of an honor, and the violence of the tongue. I didn't do for fun, was my ways in them last days. But I have to say as I am sorry for all of them, and I really want to change, so my life I may rearrange, and my soul done did remove. They manger my hurt, which was mentioned in that last song. By birth, if you forgive they sins, then they're forgiven. If you forgive they sins, then they're forgiven. If you forgive they sins, they are forgiven. If you retain they sins, they are retained. Now, go do you here, penance and pay what you owe. Lay yourself really low. God's mercy and forgiveness for the blow. They don't forgive they sins, they don't forgiven. They don't forgive they sin. If you retain they sin, they don't forgiven. They are forgiven. They don't forgiven. If you retain they sin, they don't forgiven. They are forgiven. Hey. Before he ascended, he done did tell you what was good and right. Do what John 20:23 says. Get yourself out of night. If you forgive they sin, they are forgiven. Yeah. Last day way. If you retain they sin, they are retained. Only you to blame. Don't you remember what the Lord your God said?